But as we're loading up into this single hero, single mode game, yeah, I'm excited to just kind of see kind of what we can do with this new hero. Another Schism game, I guess. It's going to be up here, and they made it right on this front page. So continue, quick save, save, load games, etc. Animation speed right here, map and battle. So this was originally tucked away in some of the other settings, but they've made it front and center. I put it on exactly 1 speed higher. Any more than that, and it's way too fast for me. As it stands, I think that you do lose a lot of the intrigue, but the game moves too slow. They need a speed between here and here. Like they need to, like, who cares about this? Like everything from here on is blindingly fast and it doesn't matter. They need to really like adjust this so they have a speed in between here and here, in my personal opinion. So anyway, and Mutant Brace says, and that will go into Arena 2. Thank you. Yeah, so you have to do it from this page, funny enough, and it applies to all things. Folks, we are going to be playing a Schism game, I guess, and we're going to see how fast we can do this on this Jebus Cross template. Grellic the Betrayer. So our speciality is creatures in the army will deal 10% basic attack damage, plus 1% more for every 2 hero levels. So basic attack damage is going to be the thing. Okay, good to know. And so long as we've got our beautiful, wonderful little guys here, our little Agashoth riders, we are not going to have to worry about terrain. Let's consider, with 2,500 gold, best way of doing this, I think you just hope for enough gold and resources to start getting some hard econ. We got Sawmill, we got Ore Mine. Let's go grab these really quickly. And we'll call this a pretty okay day 1 start. I'm going to try and breeze through this map. I know that I usually go quite a bit slower. I'm going to try and breeze through this just a little bit faster than I usually do. Especially on Jebus Cross. I don't think that, like Jebus Cross, I don't have as much difficulty on Jebus Cross as I do like Fair and Square. Fair and Square I find to be fairly difficult, but Jebus Cross I don't tend to have nearly so many problems. I'm not going to build both castles up at once. I'm just going to kind of hit turn and just go from there. So day 2, we do have our pile of books, which is nice. We do see behind these Minotaurs a Pandora's box. It's kind of interesting. Gem mound. Okay. Do recall that for our Abyssal Envoys, we do need Mercury. A little bit of gems, but mostly it's Mercury. Let's get Generational Wisdom right off the gate, and then we'll go for Tax Collectors after that. I don't think the economy is going to be as big of an issue here. Orb of Twilight. Nightshade spells are +1, but the Axolotls are just way too tough. A bit of our Mercury, more treasure, crystal, gems, ore, so on and so forth. Gold, resources, okay. And early on, I don't think that there's any problem with me just going up the road. There's another sawmill. I kind of want to turn around and grab that. The further up the road we go, the more stuff we'll find along the main road. So, like this. There's 2 patches of Mercury. That feels pretty nice to me. We'll grab that fairly soon. Economy, always king in the early game. We'll go for the bank. Still no purchases in our secondary dwelling. Again, this is a single hero mode that we clicked onto, just because I know I can click through a little bit faster. So we're going to just see what else we have with this one hero here. Experience gold. I think our gold's going to be fine. Let's consider basic thaumaturgy, even for a might-based hero. No, this is a magic hero. We're a Rift Speaker. Wait, but we do 10% basic attack damage? So we just, okay. So yeah, you want to do some spell casting anyway? Let's go over Thaumaturgy. It's exceptional anyway. I'm happy for it. Orloth's Head. Crystals, wood. 1,000 experience. Let's consider best option. What if we just lean into spell casting really, really hard here? No, let's go for the advanced Thaumaturgy, and let's just say that all magic schools gain +1 level. Let's do that. And then there's a free Cultist Spire. We will pick up the Cultist Spire first thing in the morning, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. I would actually really love it if... Where is it? Survival conditions. I wish that this was actually a little bit lower. If it was 1 lower, this would be overpowered. I know that that's why they don't put it down here, but still, I think that'd be kind of nifty. It'd be one of my wishes for the Schism faction. I just know that the Schism faction would really enjoy being able to get that just a little bit quicker. We have a choice between Abyssal Remnant 3 or going to the other castle and getting that over there. I am going to go for Abyssal Remnant 3. for the faction law points. Still no easy purchases to make. So we'll go on to a new day. Tammy says, I honestly thought that the AI was smart picking the bloated arbitrators only to get got before they could use their ability. I think that the human player should or would buff their arbitrator's initiative to remove your spellcasting. I think that you're right about that. Yeah, that arena fight where we just completely deleted the bloated arbitrators before they had a chance. It was fine. It worked out okay for me, but I think I basically just got kind of lucky, I almost want to say. Basic arcane magic, we'll take that. Because, yeah, we used Dorith's Tide because we took that epic artifact that gave us all the arcane spellcasting. Where is the entrance to this thing? What? What? Anyway. Well, when it comes right down to it, it's like, well, you know. Well, you know. What can we do? Okay, these guys are a problem. What spells do we have? Do we have any spells? We got Blessing. That's not going to be enough. We didn't put up any single stacks. I was just clicking way too fast. Mostly because I was just planning on doing arena mode, and I wanted to try to get through this playthrough in about 20 minutes or so. Let's see. Best unit. I think that your cultists, 3 to 5 damage, are actually your best bless. Yeah, they're definitely your best bless. Let's do the Blessing here. I think they're going to immediately get popped by these Guile Infiltrators, though, which is really sad. Oh, geez, really? That's where I get the good morale? Not good. We'll defend. We'll just skip turn. Who are they going to do damage to? Yep, it's the cultists. Not good, not good. 5 to 6 from our Agashoth Riders will kill a couple. Okay, not bad. And then it might just be with Heroic Strikes that we're able to really let this fight wide open. We'll kill another 4 here. Cultists are going to get damage off with the long reach. We kill the full stack. Yep, we do. And then let's see. They're going to get their opportunity. I wish I could reach. I cannot reach. They can reach. We're going to end up taking long reach damage in a second anyway. Let's actually hope for good morale. Let's just hope for good morale. We didn't get it. Cultists take way more damage than I would like. I'm going to bless the cultists again. Lose the show. Half the stack anyway. Heroic Strike. And we turn a loss into a victory. There's the high morale. Anyway. I was really scared for a second. Okay, but we did pick up a dungeon castle. If for no other reason than the gold and the law points, I mean, it's still going to be worth it. Gymnasium, that doesn't seem worth it at the moment. The fact that we got a Lyceum so we could enchant magic scrolls, that might prove very useful later, though. I almost want to pick up this Mage Guild here. I will pick up Mage Guild levels in the other castles because I need at least level 2 in order to get into my Abyssal Envoys, but I'll take Mage Guild level 1 just so that way here I can get some nice spells. Energize, Energy Explosion, Unnatural Calm, Despair. I've got the resources. I'm just going to unlock Web because Web is just that good for me. And then I'm going to take Resource Riches here as I'm looking to my other castle. We need to save up for survival conditions because it looks like wood's going to be just a little bit of a problem as we get some of our initial buildings. I'm going to go for the Agashoth Stables instead of anything else. And call that good. Okay, alrighty. Now, with all these resources around you, the problem with single hero mode is not being distracted by the shiny things. You've really got to make sure that you're focusing on your goals and your objectives. Like here, 5 gems, 5 crystals, mercury. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need crystal. We're gonna need lots more crystal, and then a little bit more gems. So if we see crystal and gems nearby, we should pick those up. Everything else is kind of like a meh. So campfire, that might be crystal. It was not. Good try though. We'll pick up this crystal and then we're gonna head back up the road and see how far we can get. Very cool. And Dammy says, also the Agashoth should definitely be the unit portrait. They're carrying the weight, literally. I'm nitpicking, but I want the snakes in focus. I would like that too. That's funny. Just in case you're wondering what Dammy is saying, it's the fact that the riders are the ones that have the portrait here. You want the sneaky snake since they're doing the heavy lifting. I like that. That's funny. Yeah, I'll support that. I'll support that decision. If anybody has any questions, I support it. I'll take the experience here. At this point, I think experience is just better. We're definitely going to go for basic economy because I'm going to hope I can get up to expert economy and then get some free Alchemical dust. That's gonna be the goal there. Do you want this scroll just in case it's good? What was it? Web? Dang it! I just paid for that. I guess I should have waited. My bad. And then we'll grab the mercury. We will grab, ooh, crystal vein. Maybe. Maybe. But it's day 5. As much as possible, I do want to get actual units. And so we kind of focused a little bit on economy early on, and now it's time to kind of change vectors a tiny bit. But really, wood is still the problem. We are going to pick up survival conditions now, just so we can get a little bit more resources. 5 wood per day. That actually kind of goes a long way for me. And then we'll figure out what to do with the rest of our options. Frozen Homeland, I think that's an exceptional tier 1 opportunity. We'll take that. We're on day 6. A bit more mercury. And there's a bit of alchemical dust there. I'm not too sure what the best early game upgrades are. I know that I like the upgraded bloated mansion for the bloated arbitrators. I know I enjoy that one. But I know that that's incredibly expensive when it comes down to alchemical dust, 75. So I feel like you actually want to do, I don't know, I almost feel like getting into the shelves is your best bet. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to check out, let's see, we can't get into walls 2. So we're kind of stuck here with our choices at the moment. We can't get into the shelves because we're going to need some mage guilds before we can get there. It might be that we just focus our efforts on this other castle. I suppose I could get walls. No, day 6, day 7. You're going to hope you can get the stables, and then maybe you get the chains first thing in the morning. If we could find... There's no way of trading. We don't have a marketplace. If I had another opportunity for resource riches, I would definitely go stables, and then I would go House of Chains first thing in the morning. I don't have that opportunity for me. We're going to miss out, but that's okay. Oh, nope, there's wood right here. Never mind. I lied. I lied. Yeah, you thought. Yeah, you thought. Basic logistics, 10% bonus movement. Can't go wrong. Like, almost literally cannot go wrong. Wait, what else do I need? Oh, I don't even have the Cultist Spire here. Oh. In that case, we'll get the stables first thing in the morning, and we'll call that good. On to New Day. I've got to tell you, I do like how quickly you can kind of progress in these early games. Like at this point, there's been other playthroughs where I spend like a long time clicking through and trying to be the most productive. I really do enjoy that if you just want to make some quick decisions as you get more expert in your gaming, you can move along quite a bit faster. That does make me happy. Like at this point, I believe I'm playing suboptimally than if I was to take my time with every little choice, but I still think I'm playing at a fairly okay level. Just based off of, I mean, early game economy. There hasn't been any major breakpoints I think I've missed. Not yet, anyway. Famous last words. Not yet, anyway. Okay, it's almost a new week. Let's go on down back home. And yeah, we'll go grab that and we'll call it good. In this template, for single hero mode, these dwellings, they don't recuperate. Like, there's 0 cultists here. I don't need to stay nearby to pick up more cultists tomorrow. That's just not really a thing. Okay, I guess I could get Byzantine Palace. I could get the safe house just for some additional forces. I don't know how useful these infiltrators are going to be or not. Let's do that. It might take me away from some other goals, but let's do that for now. We'll figure that out from there. Favorite unit, by the way. Favorite unit for the Schism faction. I think I've mentioned before, for me, it is the Bloated Arbitrators, or the Arbitrator unit in general. I do believe that they are my favorite. What is everybody else's? Because I think that there's some really good choices here. I think that our last playthrough really made me realize the value. Can I reach? No, I think I have to, hold on. Oh yeah, I can. I'm just gonna wait a second. I'll take one step forward, clear all this out, and we'll go back. Ooh, Traveling Circus. I might grab all this. We'll see what the Redwood Observatory has for me. But I think that I'm actually sleeping on how good the shelves are. I think that the shelves are actually an exceptionally good force. I just haven't realized how good they are. So hopefully we get the chance to kind of put them on full display and just check out to see what they can offer for future playthroughs. House of Chains, very good. I like the additional resources from this other dungeon castle, even if we're not using it a bunch. Traveling Circus, yeah, we will grab the circus. Got enough crystals and everything else at the moment. We will get the advanced logistics. Don't need secret passages as long as we got the Agashoth Riders. Strong mounts, global spells cost less mana. I'm going to take strong mounts. Careful planning. I've used it. It's been effective sometimes, but not all the time. Strong mounts. I think that's going to be really good for us. We'll take a couple of free resources. Advanced Abyssal Communion or the Expert Logistics. Golly, that's tough. Expert Logistics back to town. I actually think that Expert Logistics for the back to town spell is really, really good. I'd love this Abyssal Communion. I would love that. I'm going to go with the Expert Logistics. I'll take back to town. Because then I can, like, do some other stuff here. How many movement points? 56? Yeah, and then I'll just back to town. Do I have to tell you where I want to go? Teleports a hero to the nearest town they control. Oh, within 18 squares. Oh, my bad. Gape? I didn't realize it had a radius on it. Whoops, my bad. Okay, well, I still like it. I don't care. I still like it. Roman says, for me, it may be bright like 1,000 suns and be called quantum black hole of relativity. Rule of cool, end of story. It's talking about how Vammy had wanted the black hole spell to be a little bit more zhuzhy, right? That's funny. Yeah, so quantum black hole of relativity. Okay, let's do that. That sounds good to me. Let's do that. I think that Stephen Hawking would be very happy with those choices and those decisions. Okay, we are spending gold like nobody's business at the moment. I don't know if this is the best choice. I think I might have wanted to wait on getting House of Chains and Arbitrators at the other castle, but we did it. A little bit more experience. Might as well get the Shoths. Or, yeah. If you're not sure what a creature is, just say the Shoths, and you'll be right pretty much every time. Okay, back to town. And I don't know, if we get a little bit more Mage Guild level, I mean, we might be able to, let's see, Second Wind, Shadowflight. Shadowflight's actually pretty good. It's pretty worth unlocking. Pretty much. I think it's a good one. Clearly. Day 3, we do have our Abyssal Envoys. Let's grab them. And we're stuck here tonight. We're officially out of gold. We'll have 6k gold in the morning. I think it's going to be time to try to take Pandora's boxes. This fight, even with some spells, might be a little bit too tough. This fight's super doable. Maybe we roll through here, gold mine, pick up this, and then we'll pick up through the Minotaurs, grab that Pandora's box, and we'll go box, box, box. Alchemical Lab? Maybe. We do want to get back here at some point, because there are some quality troops there. I would love reinforcement as a secondary skill. By the way, we're currently looking at 4 attack, 3 defense, 3 spell power, 4 knowledge. We do have 2 slots open still. We do still have 2 slots open. There's a lot to figure out here, though. Economy is not really necessary. I'll go with Generational Wisdom again. And I think I'm going to improve the Shoths, just so that way I can try to summon a big stack of them. In the previous game, we tried to summon the Abyssal Envoys. I think that you're just much better off trying to summon a big stack of Shoth. And I don't even think it's close. I do not even think it's close. We grab just a couple of resources here before we head back. Here. I suppose we've got enough alchemical dust to upgrade the... To upgrade the raw Shoth. Can we do that? Get some ranged damage? Or would you prefer a level 3 Mage Guild? Might as well spend your alchemical dust, maybe. This is much cheaper. It's only 250 gold. We're going to take that. And then we're going to upgrade into Stinging Raw Shoth. And then I think that you want, with 5,000 gold left, let's do recruit creatures. I think 1 Abyssal Envoy is fine. I think you want the oh, geez, this is tough. You want the one Abyssal Envoys. If you're going to be fighting Minotaurs at some point, you definitely want that. Arbitrator, you're going to want at least one just for the flexibility. And then I will take the Concubus, I guess. You might want the Riders. You might want the Shelf. We do 2 and 1. We'll just have max flexibility. The only problem with maxing out your army like this is that then, yeah, the only problem with doing it this way is that then if somebody wants to join you, they can't. So I'm going to leave this one shelf behind just in case. I guess we could pick up resource riches. You know what? Just so that way we can kind of hit our mark. I'm going to do it like that. And then we'll pick up 4 more. A couple here, 1 there. This feels like a way better army than it did before. And again, this goal is still to kind of go through here, then there. In the meanwhile, we'll fight whatever fights we can find along the way. Good decisions, bad decisions. Hey man, we're making decisions. One way or the other, we're making decisions. Making decisions. Bambi says, no. I think that the name Black Hole is fine. But I just think that the Orb of Darkness should be bigger, and the purple energy around it should shine brighter and look more powerful. I would like to see it a bit more powerful. I do agree with that. By the way, Solar Sash, -1 morale to all of our enemies. Very nice. I guess that this is just as much on our way, and this will provide additional gold right now. I'm going to still take experience from chests. We'll go for the Abyssal Communion, level 2. We'll go with 10% bonus damage and 10% reduced damage. No, you know, max level of Communion level increases by 1. That could be interesting. I'm just gonna go with Archery Home. I just like to clear out my starting area, even on a Jebus Cross template, it still feels fairly valuable to me. These losses are totally fine. We'll take it. Plus gold. And go. Let's see. Hold on. Nope. There. I can't tell which enemy I'm going to fight. I think it's the Shelf, but I'm not actually sure. So I'm going to go all the way around. Just that way I don't mess this up. I want to make sure I don't mess this up. Whoa, this is not what I was anticipating. Let's see. Arbitrators in the back. Envoys in the front. Shelf where they're at. Good. And this is why we have the web spell. For this exact reason. I think I could just hit Q to end the battle. And it would be fine. Oh wait, there is no Q to end the battle. Very sad. Very sad. But a couple of skips. Actually, probably should have attacked with the arbitrators. I think that they might have just lost a little bit of damage due to the paradoxical shots. Oh well. Oh well. Defend. And is this about to wear off? This is about to wear off. So I'm just going to put myself in front and center so that we can actually kill most of the stack before they get anywhere close to us. Yeah. Okay. Call it good. Pandora's Box. Early on, these are very, very small and there's not much to them. I still think any advantage early on is really the way to go. I don't know if I love, in all honesty, I don't know if I love that Jebus Cross templates are all about hopping from one Pandora's Box to the other to get an advantage. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite style. It's just not my favorite template. 40 raw shelf, like, yeah, I'm happy for the raw shelf, but I don't like that I'm forced to play in this one specific sort of way. It just doesn't feel like my favorite thing. We'll take the Expert Abyssal Communion. At this point, we got so many ranged creatures. Maybe the advanced offense would be better. No, Expert Abyssal Communion is so good because then you get Communion level increases by 1 per victory in battle. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm going to do that. I don't know about this Prismatic Nest. Nope. Kitten Horns and Fairy Dragons. I don't want any part of that. No. No, not today. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Couple of cultists, and for the first time we will go up against these minotaurs. This is going to be a fairly tough fight, but again, I think that with some nice spells, I think that with everything I got going on here, I think that we should be able to win this with no major problems. I will slow down the stack here. Yeah, to a crawl, 2 speed. Get out of my game. You don't even exist anymore. Looks like I'm probably going to web this top one next. He's going to go, let's see, he's going to go to there and then 1, 2. So don't attack him. We're going to attack this middle stack and this bottom stack. Those are going to be the two stacks we attack. Little guy kind of skitters around. Good for him. And I will try and focus on one full stack at a time. 7 to 9. We kill 8. That's good. That's great. I'll take it. We'll put the raw Shoth kind of out in front a little bit here. Cultist, I don't know. I'll have him take one step forward. I guess I do have Thaumaturgy. Is it expert or is it basic? Well, I couldn't even cast that second spell anyway. I guess I could have done like a, I don't know. Maybe I could have done this special snare trap. Ground creature that steps into the trap is halted and ends its turn if the trapped hex was not their final destination. Yeah. Oh well. I will kill 2 to 3 here. I guess that because of this, I'm actually going to web this bottom guy instead because we're so close with my guys up here. We'll kill 1 to 3 there. I almost kind of want to do just a heroic strike. Is there any reason not to? Bloated arbitrators, I can make good use of fear or reposition. This will only do, that won't do tons of damage. Let's just kill 1 to 3. Take the retaliation. Okay. Who are you going to go for? Really? You're going to go for the Shoth? I am okay with that. Yeah, take the whole stack. Yeah, take the full stack, and then I will just summon them back. Neat. Do that. Okay. Kill a couple here. And time for the riders to get in. We'll kill 2 to 3. We kill 3. Very nice. Oh, he got a little bit faster because of his good morale, and he used his unyielding will. No. Yeah, unyielding will. Ignored attackers' values until the end of the round. Yeah. Good for him. Good for him. Okay, command fear. Yeah, if I fear this guy away, like he's just gone. So I kind of like that. 2 to 3. I won't mind if I lose this full stack of Shoth, because then I will truly try and summon them back with somebody else. You know what? What if I just wait? I forget how many there were. 60? Not enough. Wait, hold on. 60? Yeah, that should be enough. I could actually maybe summon an Abyssal Envoy if I lose this full stack. So we're going to wait here. Damage is negligible. We're just going to wait a couple of times. I'm going to see if I can force the enemy's attack. So they're dead. Bad morale. Don't love it. Still 6 to 8 because it's more damage. He does step right on the corpse, though. That's a bit of a problem. It only costs 2, though. Let's try and get these guys off of it. 1, 2. Okay, let's kill this one. Yeah, but now he dies on top of the stack, so now I can't really, like... Is the corpse just gone now? Where did it go? What? It's gone. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that wasn't quite what I had in mind, but cannot summon the raw Shoth. Maybe it's because there is a corpse on top of it. I don't know. All I know is I don't love it. I do need to cast the web one more time, though. Just make sure they don't get too far down the battlefield. I don't want to take this... I guess I don't care. Do a little bit of damage there. I don't think that they're going to do 121 points of damage. They could, though. I'm just going to skip. Yeah, just get this guy out of here. We'll move out of the way. Let the ranged damage do everything it's worth. Not once, but twice. We'll call it a day. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, why was that? 60 just go down, and then I don't know, the Minotaur stepped on him, and then the corpse just disappeared. Kind of weird. I don't know what to think about that. Anyway, basic leadership will take the +1 morale. And Vammy, yeah. Vammy says this is how Jebus Cross is played in Heroes 3 as well. You're completely correct, and so I really shouldn't diss the version just because it's like I don't like the template. That doesn't mean that other people won't like the template, right? In fact, I'm sure most people maybe prefer the template because it's a little bit faster paced. It's a little bit more exciting. Like there's some reasons to really enjoy it, I suppose. I guess. It's just not my favorite. I'm gonna Ice Bolt. That's gonna reduce the initiative. We just did pick up the +1 on the morale. So maybe we're going to get some opportunities for some additional morale fairly quickly. I don't know. We will see. This guy will kill 4 to 5. Killed a couple. Looks like the cultists are going to take the damage. Okay. Okay. You're not even close. Yeah. These guys aren't even really close to getting into the fight. A little bit of damage here. Can't quite reach unless we get good morale. We don't. Stack of 3 gets to go. They killed 9 of the cultists. We'll take out most of this other stack. Oh, we got poor morale. I think that was poor luck. -2 luck. It's because we're cursed. We're still cursed from that Warrior's Tomb. I guess I'm still figuring out how the curse works for the Warrior's Tomb. Because it seems to me that that happened several turns ago, and the fact that I'm still cursed feels kind of bad. But that's what that's why my damage fell off a cliff there. I was expecting to do way more damage, and then just out of the corner of my eye, I realized that we'd done a negative damage attack. Okay. But that was the common curse from this Tomb of a Nameless Hero. Okay, well, don't love that, but understandable. Have a nice day. Alrighty, now we're going to continue to clear our way up here until we can get to these Minotaurs there. We still need to kind of focus on our economy. We're getting 7,500 gold per day. I do want to pick up walls too in my starting castle. It's day 3, so we still got some time for that. I do want to try and get at least shelves in the second castle, so we're going to go for that as well. And we're out of gold. On to new day. Oh, I missed, I had several faction law points. Probably should have used those. Otherworldly magic. Increase the arcane spells by 1 level. I'm going to do that. I specifically took arcane magic earlier because I know that we focus in on arcane magic. So, I mean, I don't know exactly what arcane magic we have just yet. Favorable wind, sure. Trap and snare. Optical illusion, energy explosion. Like we got some spells. Just I don't know until we get up into the upper tier spells how good it's going to be. I really think that rewind life is maybe the best reason to have that opportunity. Man, why is there so much damage here? Holy kittens. Okay, these are marksmen. They're going to do full damage. Can't stop it, but you can ice bolt them. Should we do it? That's actually going to push them below my arbitrator's damage because the ice bolt does the damage and reduces the initiative. That was everything I needed it to do. That was perfect. I didn't even realize how good that was until just there. Okay, well, there's no more marksmen. What are you going to do now? Huh? What are you going to do now? Temple Griffins are actually faster than I thought they were. 5 speed. It's pretty fast. And they're, look how, holy kittens, look how speedy they are. 10 initiative. So they're going to get wherever they want to go. I don't have any spell points, but I would love to do something to prevent them from attacking on my Raw Oath. Yeah, sure, you can kill them. That's okay. That's okay. Well, we shouldn't lose 250 hit points worth of creature here. I'm probably going to, let's see, they've already retaliated once. Let's attack here. Oh, but they have limitless retaliations. Oh no, it's the Temple Griffins. Guardian Griffins only get to attack twice in retaliation. It's the Temple Griffins that get unlimited. We're going to command fear you way away. That way I do more damage. Kill 18 to 20. Nice. Get out of my game. Part of the Blind says, thanks for the stream fix. I'm heading out. Hey, thanks for being here so much. Thanks for enjoying the Heroes 2 with us. And thank you so much for enjoying the arena mode that we did. And also thanks for enjoying this new Schism playthrough. So thank you. I appreciate it. And we'll catch you around. Have a wonderful night. And yeah. Bye-bye. Okay. Alrighty, folks. Basic Summon Avatar. You got to go for this. If you're Schism, you got to go for Basic Summon Avatar because you want the ability to summon 50% additional creatures. I think that that's a no-brainer. I could be wrong. I think that there's a lot of things I could be wrong about. And I'm still figuring out all the time exactly what those things are here in Olden Era, but so far, so good. I'm going to pick up... Do I really want to invest in the economy side anymore? I don't think I do. I'm going to invest over here instead. Picking up more stats as opposed to a better economy. I think that my economy is going to be good enough at the moment. Yeah, I think it's going to be good enough. We're going to make sure that we do additional damage with our walls. And now we get 50% bonus creatures in that other area. I think that the bank, we still do need to focus on economy. We're still struggling for gold. And then, I don't know, if we have any leftover gold, we'll go over here. I think I'm going to spend for the marketplace, just so we have a marketplace somewhere on the map. You never know when you're going to need to trade 50 wood for 10 gold or something. So at least we have the opportunity to do that. Okay, here's my question. Do we still have negative luck? Looks like no. It looks like we finally got out from under that. It's going to be Minotaurs and Troglodytes. I think that we got just enough spell points. Yeah, 12. That should be one web. Yeah, we got one web. I'm going to do the one web right now. I can deal with one of these stacks at a time, just not all of them. Let's see what the enemies are going to do. Let's just do some skips. Oh, no. At least the stack that got the good morale for the Minotaurs was the stack that was already slower. That's probably better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's better. I'm okay with that. For a second, I wasn't sure. But then the more you think about it, it's like, yeah, just for like turn order sake, it's better. Now we're just going to take the damage from this stack here. That's okay. We can take the damage. We're going to wait. Hopefully they attack somebody that we can retaliate against. Oof, perfect. Troglodytes, I think I just need to let people get a little bit closer. I will let the arbitrators kill 8 to 10 of these Minotaurs since they're still the bigger stack. Oh, cool. And we got good morale. Folks, what do you think? Do you think that creatures in Olden Era should have a limited number of shots? Like, do you think in Olden Era, like with Heroes 2 and Heroes 3 and beyond, where limited shots matter, do you feel like we should just not have unlimited shots? I don't know. That's a question I have. I'm interested to know what other people think, but at the moment, this is what we're working with. Bot0021, hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for the raid. I appreciate it very, very much. We're playing some Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. How the heck are you? I imagine that you're also playing some Olden Era. What are your thoughts on the game so far? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you love. I'm interested in figuring out what the opinion is of Olden Era from as many people as possible, and that's starting with you. So welcome to you and welcome to all of your fans. We got 1 Minotaur here. We're going to get through this fight anyway. Maybe one raw shelf goes down that was like unnecessary to lose, but I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. With our Abyssal Communion being so high, we're going to get through this without too many issues. Here and here. We're going to call this a day. Badda-Bing. Cool. Alrighty. So that's going to be another free Pandora's box in this early going. It's going to be 25 cultists. At least it's not 25 of the upgraded cultists, and then we have to figure out where to put these guys. So happy for that anyway. There's a couple of advantages if we don't have to worry too much about that. Olden Era will be the best part of Heroes. You think so? So you're loving it then. You're having a lot of fun here. Good. I'm so happy to hear it. Yeah, Olden Era is interesting. It's engaging. Tactically, I think it's very, very fun. Yeah, but you're saying it's interesting and it's gonna be the best part of the series. Very good. One of my hopes is that they continually find new players, not just old, long-time Heroes of Might and Magic fans, but new players that have never played a Heroes of Might and Magic game in their life. I'm hoping that more and more that new people come to the game and enjoy it and find it and just fall in love with it, kind of like many of us have with some of the other versions. So happy to hear that you're enjoying it. Very, very good to hear. We're going to go for Depths of Mind. We've already seen that we've had some mana problems early on. You might as well. And I'm going to just stay here overnight. 80 movement points is not too much to sacrifice. For the first time in a moment, we're going to go up the road to our second castle. And we're going to grab everything we can up here. But we're not going to be too fast. We're not going to be too fast because we're going to want to leave here on day 1 with as many forces as possible. I think with as much alchemical dust as we have, should I leave these upgraded shelf or should I keep them with us? I think I will take them. If I need to upgrade them at the other castle, I will. If I need to, I always can. Other purchases, nothing really at this time. I will pick up the second marketplace. And then we will just see, do we have enough gold for Byzantine Palace? It's additional gold, it's additional faction law points. I know it takes us away from some of our other opportunities, but we will go in this direction. on to a new day with full spell points. Very good. And worth noting, we do have some additional forces here. I do want to make sure that I don't purchase the Grand Shelf, though. It's not really my favorite at the moment. If for no other reason, then I want to leave one slot open, and I can invest in so many other areas. That way, if these guys, for example, want to join us for free or something, maybe they will. Who knows? They don't. They say no. Fix Fox, we don't like you. Stay far, far away from us. Never darken our doorstep again. Well, if that's how they feel about it, who am I to tell them no? I'm going to do a web. It'll be on this top stack here. We're going to hope that we can do enough ranged damage. Yeah, we're going to hope that we can do enough ranged damage on these other ones to prevent major problems. They're so fast, they're going to get to go before we get the chance. So let's just take our damage where we can. Focus on one stack at a time. Arbitrators, maybe they can kill a full stack. Not quite. 11 to 14, there's 3 remaining. Cultists are just going to step up. We'll keep the arbitrators nice and happy. I suppose I could. If I cast the Ice Bolt, then this stack might not get to go before some of my other creatures. What's their initiative? 14? Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. No matter what I do, unless I was to web them right now, they would still get the chance to go again soon. Ah, sad. Okay, alrighty. We're just going to hit defend here. Let them come. It's going to be a whole bunch of them. It's going to be, let's see, 4 or 3 of the Stinging Raw show. A couple of cultists go down. Only 2. Not too bad. So I don't think that even broke through the Abyssal Communion. No, not quite. Not quite. That's fine for me. With my 2 envoys, they're going to do oodles of damage. We're going to slip them and slap them, and the arbitrators should finish this off. Not quite. Let's do a heroic strike and call it a day. Bammy says, the Byzantine Empire is canon in this game. What? Bammy, I'm a silly banana. You're going to have to spell that one out for me. Folks, something lovely has just happened. Because we left this slot open, we just got 11 unspeakable shelf. I am good for that. What do these guys do? Double strike, frost. So the target is not going to be able to get additional focus. Highly offensively geared, 8 initiative, 7 speed. So they can't get down the battlefield in one go. And of course they can summon creatures. That was a good Pandora's box. I will take that. I'll be happy for that. A little bit of extra experience. We talked about getting the alchemical dust from Merchant. Advanced leadership, though, is just so good. These are all good choices. I'll go with the advanced economy. Yeah, I'll go with the advanced economy, and I'm actually going to go for tax collector. I think I got plenty of wood and ore. I think that if I really need to invest in more mercury, I can do that. I'll go for tax collector for the additional bonus there. Pick up a couple freebies. And at this point, this fight should be easy. No losses. No losses. Good. Gold. Ore. Sorry, gold and mercury. Okay, let's continue to clear. Losses are fine. And by fine losses, I mean that there was no losses. A powerful curse. If we enter into the crypt, a powerful curse will befall us. I'm going to accept that. We'll take the Scholar's Amulet. That'll give us +2 knowledge. I'm going to drop the web spell because we already got that from another Mage Guild, so that's all good to go. And I can't quite tell what my curse is just yet. I don't know where to look, is maybe the problem. I wish I did. I wish I did. But remember, the goal is to get up to here. We'll get there a little bit quicker. Byzantine Palace and Dungeon Castle. Oh. Yeah, it's canonical, I guess, now that you mention it. One of my favorite things, I shouldn't say this. I'm going to say it anyway. In the Disney Cars, Disney Cars movies, in the second one, there is a Hope Mobile, right? Which means canonically in the Cars universe in a Disney movie that there was a historical Jesus Christ car. A Jesus Chrysler, if you will. Interesting. Interesting. Never have they said that, but that seems just too obvious to me at this point. So it's always fun when you see these weird little like implications, like, wait a second, if this is true, then this has to be true. Because way too often I think that people add fun little nods in certain games and media, and they don't really think about the implications. And unfortunately, there's enough people out there, like me, who will see that and go, wait a second, I don't think you know what sort of door you've just opened by including this one little thing. So in this case, Byzantine Palace, hey, there you go. It's canonical. Byzantine Empire. There you go. Vexen TV says, technically humans are kind of an alien in that world, if I remember. Oh. Oh. Well, there you go. I do enjoy the games. By the way, Vexen, it's so nice to have you here. Welcome back. I do enjoy the games where humans are the alien. It just sits right with me somehow. Tough for me to tell you how. Folks, got to get this Walls 3 because it gives us the additional growth for our creatures. This is a must-have, no-brainer shot. We will upgrade the main tower because sure, why not? We'll go back to the second castle. We could get the resource depot. Or you can get, that's pretty much it. Abyssal Remnant 3. Additional gold and faction law points. I'm going to go for the resource depot. 4 mercury a day. Okay, we just need to get that crystal mine that was way the junk over here. Jeez, it's so far away. I just couldn't have taken it at the time, though. I didn't have the forces. So sad. Should be no losses. It's not. Plus 4 gems. Got the Shoth, but unfortunately I can't pick them up. In this template for a single hero, I think that the summoning altar, yeah, the involuntary summons is kind of bad because the assumption is that you're going to pick up all your forces at least once. Like whenever you can, you'll pick up your forces. Very rarely is it going to matter that you couldn't pick them up at the time. Anyway. And then Vammy says, Jesus is also canon to Heroes 2 because the cathedral in the Night Castle has a little cross on it. There you go. There you go. Huh. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Yeah, I like that. That's, yeah, but again, the implication. Maybe in Heroes 2, are the humans? I don't know. Maybe Vexen, maybe the humans are aliens in the Heroes 2 world. I don't know. Who got there first, the Kriegans or the humans? Tough to say. Okay, folks, it's month 1, week 3, day 7. This is going to be a brand new month, but we've set ourselves up in a pretty prime position, I think, anyway. We're grabbing fairly good experience. Our hero is leveling up quite nicely. We're up to level 13 anyway. I'm going to take, in this case, Advanced Arcane Magic. I like the idea of having their name is Legion later, but right now I'm going to take the Advanced Arcane Magic. I will go for plus 30% healing and revival from friendly creature abilities and hero spells in battle. The bonus is doubled if the hero knows summoning avatar. I'm going to go for All Life is Endless. We're going to do our very, very best to get into Rewind Life as quickly as possible. Easy fight. Should be fine. Yeah, we're going to go for a tier 4 mage guild and we're going to go for a Rewind Life. I think at that point we're going to be nigh into impossible to kill. And I'll be very, very grateful for it. Let's see. We wanted here just so that way we could hire everybody. At this point, we have so little movement points left. Spells are fine though. I could go in this direction. I think I've got enough. Yeah, I think I've got enough to go through the Dread Knights. I think I do. Especially if I can get up to Rewind Life. So I'm not going to mess around here. I will go out of my way a little bit for like this. Let's see. +1 knowledge, no. But for the +2 attack or the defense, I'll go out of my way for that. There's a Pandora's box right here. There's an Eerie Summoning Altar. You know what? Let's grab this. You're going to want the +1 per week anyway. That's a huge pickup. We probably should have focused on that a little bit sooner. But we'll take that, and this will give us an opportunity maybe to get another marketplace here. And now we'll try and trade wood and ore for the resources necessary to get into nice mage guild levels. That's going to be my new goal. I'm going to hope that that works out pretty fine for us. We will see. We will see. I'm going to do this cold touch, and then we're going to shoot for these elite arbitrators because I tend to just enjoy arbitrators. I enjoy them very much. Are they my favorite? Yes. Are they my least favorite? No, I just said that they're my favorite. What? Anyway. Pistol Envoys, no problem. Any losses? Yeah, I didn't think so. When your stack of arbitrators gets so high, yeah, you become pretty well unstoppable. It's such an important power spike. Like, it just feels so good when you hit that power spike. Any amount feels good. 2 cultists, that's fine to lose. I'll take the... Let's go with the crystal. We need crystal. There's going to be some stinging raw show. They'll incorporate quite nicely into the army. Another summoning right. Got to pick up that. Have to pick up this. Losses are totally fine. Totally fine. We're up to 4 Abyssal Envoys. There is a Spellbinder's Hat. Makes all tier 5 spells available to the hero. Holy kittens. What? Well, that feels a little overpowered. Well, I'm glad we went in this direction. This feels nice. Let's do this again sometime. Okay. Alrighty. Look. If the game wanted me to win, they should have just told me that they wanted me to win. Alrighty. Vammy says, also, for consideration, I guess the whole dungeon is Greek themed, but the name Byzantine is straight up in relation to the real world. Yeah, that sounds right to me. Sounds right to me. So, yeah, I don't think that you're wrong for being like, hey, wait a second. What's going on here? 2-second wind. I just want to keep moving a little bit faster. I guess at this point I should be dimension dooring like pretty much every day, shouldn't I? I don't know. I really don't have it to be a habit to use my dimension doors and like my town portals. I think that I've got a lot to learn. I've got a long way to go to effectively use the adventure map spells. You think about the advantage. You think about the additional 30 movement points. You think about how far a dimension door can take you. You think about all this stuff. Like, this is a lot. And it's just not a habit for me currently to use all my adventure map spells every single day. Is that a mistake? Yes. How do you improve? I don't really know. I think that you just have to get beat a couple of times, or maybe you just have to have like a little sticky note in the corner of your monitor just to remind you, hey, Fix Fox, I strongly recommend that you do your very, very best to use all your adventure map spells all the time. That makes sense to me that I would have to do that. It just feels bad because in other games, it's so second nature. Here, not so much. Not so much. Oh my goodness. Is that Mushanki Pei? Is that Mushanki Pei after he's been playing his 9 lives super awesome cool fighting game with an epic story? Is he done for the night? Isn't it like 2 in the morning for you or something like that crazy? Mushanki Pei, how the heck you doing? Hopefully you're doing very, very well. It's always a pleasure to see you here. And Bammy also says, just realized that there's only 3 rare resources, unplayable. I think you're right, it's unplayable. What are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? Vexen says, humans are come to this planet and being teleported by accident and started to colonize the new world, if I read well. I think that at this point you officially know more about it than I do, but I will go with that. That sounds good to me. That sounds really good to me. I'll consider that to be canon. We got the free shot. I'll just defeat all the locusts. I think that these guys, the Mantis, even if they do their speed adaptation, they're gonna take too long to get down the battlefield. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, even if they do it next turn, they'll barely not make it, so it'll be fine. We'll skip. They're so slow. I love how slow these guys are. Rapid Assault. No, hold on. Apex Predator, melee attack. Maybe the upgraded version has a way of like breaking free of movement spells. I feel like there is. I feel like they have that. I just can't remember what it is, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. Arbitrator, we're just gonna take out basically the final... Geez, good morale twice. The final stack there. At this point, this is an easy victory. Absolutely easy victory. There's the plus on the attack. 6 to 7. We should kill the whole stack. We do. These guys cannot reach. Perfect. Wait. Good morale is so good. Love it. Mushanki Pei, so Furfine starts off by saying, hello everyone, hello Furfine, always a pleasure to see you there. One of my favorite people, you're awesome. And Pixel is also coming on in, hey, what's up? Hello Heroes, it says Sarasada. And Mushanki Pei, hey, I love that emote, that's my favorite emote to use whenever I'm coming on in here. Light Waffles as well, wow. Mushanki Pei, you're spending some quality time with some high quality individuals. I love every single raider here from Mushanki Pei's stream. Welcome one and all. Mushanki Pei says, it's midnight right now, and we finished the true ending of 2 games. Very cool. So 2 full games. I love it. Love that. Way to go. Way to go. Hopefully, what's the replayability on that game? Is the replayability high based off of the different choices you can make in game? Let me know. I'm interested to know. Sammy says it's only midnight there from where they're at. Good to know. But Nine Souls is finished, and we finished Donkey Kong Country 2. So you started a little bit of retro pleasure. I got to tell you, Donkey Kong Country 2 is one of my all-time favorite games. So I love that you're enjoying it. Please never stop enjoying it because, yeah, I wish I was just better at some of those old arcade and like N64 games. Oh, they were so good back in the day. And I know this because I didn't get to play them as much as I wanted to because I didn't have my own gaming console. So I'm glad that as an adult now I can go back and enjoy the heck out of it myself. So good stuff. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let me live vicariously through you, please. And how's it going there? Oh, it's going. It's going. We're getting there. We're doing the best we can. We're having a single hero mode, and my goal at this point is to play fairly fast. We are about an hour into this playthrough, and we're 4 weeks in, so I am playing at what I would consider to be a breakneck pace. I am not slowing down for anybody or anything, and that's good and that's bad. On the one hand, it's good, of course, because, hey, we can finish the game. On the other hand, it's bad because I might be leaving something to be desired in the tactics and strategy department, but so far, I haven't seen anything that makes me think that we are completely butchering this playthrough, if that makes sense. There's nothing that says that we are... Oh, I don't know why I fought this fight. There's been no major mistakes that I wish I could get back that would have made the whole playthrough go much, much better. So, it's going okay. It's going okay. Being able to play at speed, the saying is be quick but don't hurry. I hope that we are not hurrying right now. That's my goal anyway. And for fine, thanks man, you're awesome too. Hey, thanks, I appreciate that. Real recognizes real. It happened. Expert economy. Folks, we're finally going to be picking up Experimenter. +5 alchemical dust per day. One of my favorite things. Powerful curse. This is our second curse in a little bit. We pick up the warrior's belt. So first off, we got to put on the spellbinder's hat instead of the fancy mask. And then the warrior's belt +2 attack instead of the enemy having -1 morale. I'll do that. That sounds good to me. Yeah, that sounds okay to me. And then everything else is fine. Everything else is fine. Okay, cool. But having access to all 5th level spells, now that feels pretty okay to me. Yeah. Yes, Black Hole, Arena's Chosen, Naira's Kiss, Hixmilla's Rage, Armageddon, Coup de Grace, Reality Distortion, Shadow Army, Dorith's Tides, Judgment, Summon Primal Remnant. Yes. Yes, I am happy that we've got a nice spellcaster hero, given that this is the way that the playthrough has gone. Okay. Remember though, this was not the goal. Oh, the goal is to go up here. All right, I'll use a dimension door. All right, we will do the dimension door. I will pick up the Dragon Wing Tabard though. I do want that. Losses. Whoa, hey, it's been a minute since we actually took some losses. So we got the Vine Eriads, which are the upgraded version. No, this is base level. These are base level. But then the Murmurmancers are the upgraded version of the Herbomancers. Shroom Song, Echoes of the Murmur Woods, allows a hero to use the spellbook again this round. Oh, nifty. Oh, that's cool. So if you got Thaumaturgy, then you can do 3 uses per round. Dude, Sylvan Faction's gonna be nuts. I'm so very forward. I'm looking forward to that faction. It's gonna be awesome. By the way, long reach attack, but not range. I think if I just wait, if I just wait and do my damage with my arbitrators, they're gonna take out pretty much the full stack. No, they killed half the stack anyway. We'll skip. Get a little bit of damage off there. Just gotta make sure I don't feed them too many focus points, and then they can't use their special move. How fast are you? 4 speed? Okay, I'm fine. I'll just wait. Oh, he's got the long reach attack. Is he gonna kill 1? He does not kill 1. That's fine. We'll do a bit of damage there, once and twice. The Shoth are going to kill off the rest of the stack, and then from here, these guys, even if they use their Awaken ability, I'm not going to be worried about their speed. They're not going to be fast enough anyway. Not fast enough to do me any harm. Abyssals, we'll get the damage off here and there. Done. Okay. And Mushanki Pei says, what does this hero do again? Great question. Great question. They do additional attack damage for your basic attacks based off of level. So pretty good. pretty good. Let's see. It is a flat 10% basic attack damage, and then plus 1% more for every 2 a hero's levels. And they also deal plus 1% melee damage for every 2 hero levels. So your ranged creatures get a bonus, and your melee creatures get an even bigger bonus. But what's interesting is that this is like a offensively geared sort of ability, but this is a magic hero. So even though they do help their melee and their ranged creatures do bonus damage, they also are more of a spellcaster than anything. So kind of nifty that they do not just one thing well, but both things well. I like that anyway. I'm gonna go for the knowledge. That's 2 additional dimension doors. I don't know how many additional dimension doors that is actually. I said it was 2 because that's what it is in Heroes. Well, Heroes 2, but I'm not actually sure how many that is here. Okay, we will carry on in just a moment or two. Oh, and Vamia counters the bloated arbitrators. Yeah, those Murmurmancers are actually really cool. I really enjoy them. Those are sick. I like Call of the Deep, being able to summon additional units. We're not really focusing on that, and that takes a little bit of extra effort. Inevitable Destruction. Get additional alchemical dust when you destroy artifacts. That's good. Frostbite. Enemy heroes lose mana every round. You can use involuntary summons additional times. Okay. I think that you just want to go with Unfrozen Strength. I just want to focus on my big power stack of arbitrators. That's really my goal. I do want to pick up the gold here. Yeah, and then we'll head to here. It'll be middle of the week, but we should still be fine. Whatever there is missing over here, I don't care. On a Jebus Cross template, you want to get to the center of the map. That's going to be our goal. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. I do want to get up to Mage Guild level 4 so I can get to Rewind Life. Grand Shelf. And Mushanki Pei, what do you think? If you're still here. Maybe you're not. But do you think that we ought to have the units from the Schism faction renamed? Like, the fact that I've got Roshoth and Agus Shoth riders and Grand Shoth, like, I got 3 creatures with Shoth in their name. What do you think? I want to call everybody a Shoth. Should we rename some of these creatures just so that way we don't confuse ourselves? Let me know. Depths of Mind, kind of want to go for that. At this point, even if you got a magic well nearby, if you're going to be using these spells so often, you might as well. You really might as well. Any amount of additional free casts of your adventure map spells should go an awful long way. Mushanki Pei says, I guess that they're all the same spec, all the same type. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. It's very fair. Like, I don't know if they're the same nomenclature, the same naming type in every language, though. That's one question I have that I don't know the answer to. Like, maybe in English it's only Shoth, Shoth, Shoth. Maybe in other languages it's not all related to that little root word. I don't know. For English it makes a little bit of weirdness for me. I wonder how it is in French, for example. Okay, we are clearing through this adventure map. I am gonna, I don't know, Gate of Light? It's like a town portal. I mean, I guess I'll just town portal. Might as well. And we'll just stay here overnight. Set off first thing in the morning. Do we need any additional upgrades? Alchemical dust. We do have a couple of artifacts we can get rid of. I'm going to disenchant the Tranquil Glass. I'm going to disenchant the belt. I'm going to disenchant here. That gets us up to 48. That's not a ton. But at least that means I can get my Shoth upgraded. And you're still so far away from, well, the House of Chains is really close. I've got these 10 unspeakable Shoth. I kind of want to stack creatures where I can. I'm going to get rid of the Despair spell. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then I'm going to go for the House of Chains. So that way I can upgrade these into the, I think it's the Bewitchers is the one I want. Concubus, Mistress of Chains, Bewitchers. Yeah, I think I like the Bewitchers better. So it's not the red ones, it's the purple ones. Go for the purple ones. We'll upgrade the purple ones now. Okay. And yeah, we're just going to stay here overnight, get full spell points, and then set off first thing in the morning. Mushanki Pei, I don't mind either way. All right, that sounds good to me. Oh, but they do have the same name in French. Oh, gotcha. I mean, I guess it makes sense that they're all the same abyssal horror. This all Cthulhu type of creature. Like they all stem from the same place. I guess that would make sense to me. So I'm okay with that. Based off of your recommendation, I'm okay with that. That sounds good to me then. But yeah, that is interesting because I'm sure that localization from place to place, I'm sure that does tend to matter when they're trying to figure out what makes the most sense for these creatures. Oops, thingy rush oath. This doesn't work. I need to go here and here, here and here and here, and good. I wonder how many hit points. 178, 15 HP. I don't want to play Heroes of Might and Magic with a calculator, but if you're going to be doing summoning, you kind of need a little bit of a calculator, unfortunately. Okay. Well, folks, I think that we are ready to go through these guys. Oh, wait, no, we're not. We're not. I thought we were ready to go through. We're not. We got to get a Tier 4 Mage Guild. And it looks like we are going to have enough. Yeah, enough resources to get Rewind Life. No, we need one more crystal. Okay, that's fine. I will pay to get one more crystal. That is not a problem. I will trade a little bit of wood. Call it good. And folks, we now have hit a little bit of a nice break point. We got Rewind Life, which is of course excellent. We also have, where is it? Where are you? Here in Expert Arcane Magic, we've got All Life is Endless, so plus 30% healing and revival from friendly creature abilities and hero spells in battle. We also have this +1 level to all spells. Like, we've also got the Faction Law Point that focuses on otherworldly magic. Like, we should be doing massive amounts of Rewind Life. I think that we shouldn't lose any fights from here on out. I think that we should go try and track down our enemy. Like, this fight looks horrible. Oh my gosh, like, this is bad. No, I still think that we can win this fight much better with a couple of spells. So let's just kind of see how this goes. Let's go back and here. I guess I wouldn't mind losing these Unspeakable Show because we didn't upgrade them. We went for the upgraded Bewitchers. So let's see if we can lose these guys. These creatures are all going to be right on top of us very, very soon. Is there a better first round spell? Primal Remnants, I don't think so. Black Hole, I mean, Dorth's Tide. Let's just check to see. It's 6 speed, 10 initiative, 11 initiative, 7 speed. Okay. So Dorth's Tide is just one of the best spells you could get. And on top of all that, this is a arcane magic spell. So the speed and the initiative of my creatures is going to go up. Their speed and initiative is going to go down. Dispels all negative movement restricting. Okay. I think that base level Dorth's Tide is good. The fact that it's only 16 spell points, I think that this is a no-brainer right off the bat. It's going to make this go, I believe, quite a bit better. So we're going to do some skips. Bewitchers, heck, I'm even going to see if I can just wait on them. Let's focus on one stack of creatures at a time. I guess I could do a... Where is it? Where are you? Where's my web spell? There you are. For 22 spell points, I will do web on, let's do the stack of 22 of the Hollow Reapers and try and keep them out of the play. Because one of these, which one is this? Death Stare, kills one enemy with every attack, works on creatures up to tier 7. Let's work on the Hollow Reapers. We kill one full stack, not quite with the Arbitrators, but we do get a second attack due to the morale. Excellent. Huge critical moment. Avatars of War, yeah, they will get on top of us. We're going to have to deal with them at some point. But for now, the fact that we were able to get good morale, despite the Avatars of War dreadful presence that reduces morale by 2, like, we're doing great. We're doing fine. Cultists are going to step up. Shelth are going to just step up a little bit. I would like to take out full stacks where I can. Yeah. It's a waste of damage to do what I just did. I still want to do it. 2 to 3. I mean, if it's going to kill one full creature, I mean, this is potentially a full extra Arbitrator. Yeah, it's a waste of damage. I'm going to do it anyway. And then remember, the Shoth, I don't really care if I lose the Shoth anyway. I'm going to just attack right here, and hopefully we end up taking a bunch of damage. There's the Frost ability coming in clutch. Maybe I can use the Abyssal Envoy at some point. Yeah. How many was it? 10 with 50? That's 500 hit points, so that should be enough to get at least one summon off with the Envoys. So let's just defend here. No, we got to step up to here, I guess. That'll make the most sense. They're all waiting. They don't care about me. Okay, never mind. Never mind. 17 cultists go down. 25 on the second hit. 34 shells. And then another 48. And then another 31. Another 60 of the cultists. We started off with 178 cultists. We're down to 74. I think it's time. Folks, I think it's time for Rewind Life. It's going to be 300 HP worth of fallen creatures. We're going to go from 74 up to 106. So it's about 30-something cultists. Is that amazing? No. I still think that was pretty good, though. We will take what we can get there. Let's remember, I'm going to try and lose this group here in just a moment. Let's attack. Kill a quarter of the stack. It's fine. If I just stand here, I think that they will go around me and then attack me and kill me. That's going to make them go down the battlefield just a little bit slower anyway. We'll kill 5 to 6. Do we kill the full stack? We do. Perfect. Shoth, I'm just going to wait for them. Hope that my riders can kill 8 to 9. I just don't want the Stinging Raw Shoth to take any more damage than they have to. 96 down to 87. Not too bad. The Abyssal Communion is coming in pretty clutch. I'm going to, let's see, I could command Fear if I really wanted to. 12 to 15. If I send these guys back, then they actually, due to the paradoxical shots, I'll actually kill the full stack. So we're going to do that. And then the cultists, I mean, 4 to 6, they're going to kill this full stack here, I believe. No, not quite. No, it sounded good anyway. One more goes down there. Shoths. Which ones? But one of the Shoths takes damage. Where did my... Oh, they're right here. I'm going to let these guys get a little bit closer, and then I'm going to summon. So we're just going to wait. Wait. If I get good luck, what's the likelihood of good luck? No good luck. So I can't kill the full stack. That's perfect. We'll back up. Defend. We will summon. Yay! It takes so much effort. It took so much effort to summon. Damn it! Alrighty, whatever. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I should have done one more Rewind Life. I had my opportunity there at the beginning of the battle. I didn't think the web dropped off, and so I lost my head, and I could have at least brought back another 30 of the cultists, or I could have probably brought back, 50 of the Stinging Raw Shoth. Oh, well. Okay. All right. If I go for the Advanced Summon Avatar, again, when I get to Their Name is Legion, if I get that summon off in the future, once I get to this additional 50% creatures, that'll be not 1, but 2 of the Abyssal Envoys. So I'm going to go for this Advanced Summon Avatar, but something has happened. Something wonderful has happened, folks. We are officially into this nice area where there's free stuff, like this Magic Scroll. Looks pretty good. Got some chillins there. 5 to 9 dragons. I think that we just defeat everybody here. I don't think anybody can really stop us. It says these losses are not too bad. Let's see if we can do any better. Dragons are waiting. Okay. Oh, there's 2 stacks. That's pretty interesting. I'm going to just immediately web the Minotaurs because I don't like them. We'll start to pour damage on this bottom stack of dragons. And then hope that the arbitrators can kill 1 full stack. They do. 4. Good morale. Rats. You can't get lucky all the time. We'll step up with the cultists. We'll step up with the riders. And I will step up with the envoys. All this just to prevent a double hex attack. Oh, well, I mean, unless that happens. Okay. It looks like they didn't even get through the Abyssal Communion stack. So I can just rewind life on the cultists. We got 76 out of 140 spell points. The only problem with doing this consistently is that it's 15 spell points. That is going to cost you over time. I guess we only raised 6 cultists there. It probably was not worth it, but oh well. Oh well. Bit of damage. 47 Minotaurs goes down. Wonderful. Okay. So no losses there. I will go for Expert Summon Avatar. Their name is Legion, so summons are going to be much better. We picked up 11 Avatars of War. On the one hand, I don't like the way that this wrecks my morale. But on the other hand, like the enemy's morale goes down. I mean, they're a quality tier 6 unit. I think I'm going to try and use them to sacrifice against these Chillins. If I could just have them do the damage, then I'll be very happy. Let's battle now. Let's go up, up, up. Good. Okay. It's going to be the Crystal Eriads. This is important. Crystal Thorns. So in melee, one top stack creature will die when they attack. Chillins. There's a lot of HP there. A lot of creatures here. I almost wonder if Dorith's Tide is the best choice here. If you go from 5 speed down to 4 speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go down to 4 speed, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do Dorith's Tide. I think that that's going to be better across the board, like just in general. And it's fairly cheap. 16 spell points. That's only a little bit more than like a web spell. Remember though, we do want to send these creatures out, but I think that now with the initiative, I think that we're just going to be oodles faster. We'll do some skips. Skip. Paradoxical shots. Let's get that off. Let's kill this one. This guy is going to have to go north or south because of this terrain here. This guy can get across. We'll wait. Ooh, look who's so fast. All 99 of you. Kill 2 more here. Yeah, and this one's the one that I'm a little bit concerned about. Oh, you're so fast. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so dead. Yep, get dead. And yeah, these 11 Avatars of War, again, I just want them to go down swinging. That's really all I want. So let's have them attack here. Let's kill 2. We'll take the retaliation. Okay, that's fine. And then we're going to have them take this retaliation again. And that means the Abyssal Envoys will be able to get into there. So maybe this is a waste of forces, but I just got a feeling. I don't know, I just got a feeling that in general, it's not bad. Oh wait, that doesn't work on them. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm so silly. Remember, embodiment of error. Hold on. Lightning fast. Creatures immune to all effects that restrict movement. That includes Dorith's Tide. That includes web. It'll let you cast it. But I forgot that you can't slow these guys down. Oh, I'm so silly. Oh my goodness. I would have been much better off using any other spell. Like what? What else could have been good? There's so many other spells that could have been better. Huh. Well, that's not good. How far can these guys reach? They can reach pretty much anywhere. If I blink down, then I'll at least get out of the way a little bit. Let's do this. This wastes a lot of movement points, but I just don't want to take the damage out of the arbitrators if I can help it. We'll kill 48 here. And they go for the cultists. They kill the full stack of cultists pretty much. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Good job, Fixbox. You are a genius. I just forgot until it was like too late that there was an issue with that. I'm going to do this Icy Breath attack. If I get the damage off, they'll retaliate. That was a really good retaliation. But then I get my shot again. Quite a bit of damage. Paradoxical shots, we'll do it on this far group there. Now we'll do it on the close group. And then first thing in the morning, we're going to do a Rewind Life. Uh-oh. Yep, we're going to do a Rewind Life onto the cultists. No, we don't have the spell points for it. Yeah, we do not have the spell points for it, unfortunately. 15. So we're going to end up just losing oodles of those. That feels bad, but it is what it is. Crystal Thorns, by the way, works on creatures up to tier 6. This is a tier 7 creature. It'll be fine. We're going to accept that we lost a bunch of cultists and feel really, really silly about that. I guess we lost a lot of Agashoth Riders too. Oh well. Oh well. For this possibly amazing Daylight Tome, right? Daylight Tome. All daylight magic spells. That still feels pretty worth it to me. That feels pretty worth it to me. Because now we have access to... Oops, that's Primal Daylight. Because now we've got access to like Vengeance, we've got Judgment, so that's a really nice damaging spell. It's basically Implosion, right? Judgment is basically Implosion. Then we got Arena's Chosen, which is good for, I mean, a lot of things you can do with Arena's Chosen, but knowing that you have a stack that'll never reduce below a certain level, that's always good. So good choices all around. Radiant Armor, Taunt, yeah, Weakening Ray. There's some good choices here. Overall, I think that that was still going to be worth the losses. Rise to Ruin's got to run. Thanks for another great stream. Good luck, have fun. Rise to Ruin, thank you so much. I always appreciate having you around. We will catch you as soon as we can. Thank you very much. And yeah, always a pleasure. We'll see you around. Bye-bye. Let's see. Flag of Truce. This is rare. The wearer keeps their army whenever they flee from battle. Not good in single hero mode. Not good at all. So we're just going to continue to ignore that now. And at this point, I think I just want to explore as much as I can. Yeah, explore as much as I can. Advanced leadership, always good. Additional turns increased by 1. We're going to do that. It's going to be 29 liches that we now have picked up. Again, we're going to try and lose some of these forces, but let's find whatever other boxes we can. Like here. Or here. Liches are kind of interesting, though, when you come down to it, because they do have the Rewind Life ability as well. I'm going to accept these results. Now you got Sanguine Liches. I will trade out 1 lich for another. From 1 lich to another, we will trade those out. Diplomatic Gifts. Persuasion power there. I don't think that that's exceptional for me at this time. And these losses are not acceptable. Let's see what we can do here. Well, that's right. We don't have a ton of spell points. We do have plus 20% per day. So that's good, but there's still some issues here. Now is definitely the time for the Dorath's Tide, though, because it will affect these enemies. So last time I thought it was the right choice. This time it's definitely the right choice. Yeah, definitely the right choice. Much better. Okay. All right, so we're going to skip on down a couple of times. There's 1, there's 2. Do I still cast a web spell? I kind of want to for 22 spell points. No, I think that you'd prefer to just drain tank through the damage. Maybe. I'm not sure if I'd prefer to drain tank through the damage or not. These Hive Queens are super tanky. 360 HP. Yikes. They are not dying very quickly, are they? Arbitrators are going to kill a couple. Oh my goodness. 4 to 5. If I get good luck, though, do I have good luck? Nope. Kill 4 to 5. Hope for good morale. I'll take that. 3 to 4 there. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to do the web spell on this one right here. I just got to eliminate some value that the opponents might have. Kill 1 here with the Sanguine Liches. And all my allies around me get a little bit more beefy, I suppose. We're gonna get to go first. I'm gonna attack. I'll kill 1 to 2. I'll kill 2. Great. A little bit of damage in the retaliation. I'm gonna web this one. So now they can't reach. If I attack here, Beelzebub's agenda, they do additional magic damage. Squash the weak, they do more damage to lower tier targets. They do have the Blasphemous Adoration and the Contaminating Blast. They could do some AoE damage to me in a little bit. I'm going to hope that they don't have the focus points for that. I don't think that they will. Yeah, I don't think that they will. And I do have 1 Communion stack that just died there, but I think that's fine. That was 11 Shelth Riders that died outside of Communion stacks. Kill 1 here. 1 here. I'll wait on my Riders, and then we'll try to do 3 to 4 here as opposed to working on this very far back stack. They've still got a little bit of time before they're right in my face. Sanguine Liches, helping life feel better. Heroic Strike, let's do Heroic Strike. We kill 1 full creature, we do not. Okay. And then slow, they can get in the fight, these guys can get in the fight. I'm just gonna attack here. Okay, damage looks fine. Didn't get through the Abyssal Communion, that's great. They finally got through the Abyssal Communion, that's okay, and there it was. Alrighty. Hate that so much. So, the Hive Queen, let's see. It doesn't say what that ability was. Oh, it was Contaminating Blast. So, Contaminating Blast, it was about 200 points of damage. Yeah, we did lose a bunch of forces there. Not my favorite, but I knew that they were getting close to being able to use something like that. I kind of hoped that they would like mess up their turn. I sort of hoped that they would only cast it with like the 1 stack somewhere. I guess that a guy can only get so lucky so much, but they did actually do a pretty significant amount of damage there. So, don't love that. With 5 remaining, with 4 remaining, I don't know the best thing to do. Do I attack here? I think I just want to do 1 damaging spell and call it a day. If I do the Ice Bolt, they're actually going to lose some initiative. I don't think that's going to push them down far enough, though. Let's actually just check. Nope, it doesn't actually adjust anything. They're too far away to actually attack, though, so let's just wait. Yeah, they wait too. Okay, we're good. I wasn't sure if they would have a trick up their sleeve. Looks like no. Okay. Alrighty, that was actually a tougher fight than I thought it would be. My goodness. 24, 8, and 20. Thank goodness for Abyssal Communion sacks, though. Thank goodness. Yeah, who knows? Maybe diplomacy will be good. I don't know. We'll see. Shouldn't be any losses here. What? 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 You are kidding me. I guess I've only got 8 spell points left. The problem I'm running into is these Bleak Infiltrators. I've got to focus them, but I've also got to focus the Onyx Dancers. I wish I had Twilight just to shut them down, but I really don't. Yeah, I don't think I got the tools to shut these guys down too well at the moment. Let's do a Natural Calm. We'll do something anyway. Work on these dancers. Once, twice. And you can kill 1 full stack with the arbitrators. Who do you want? I feel like you gotta go for the dancers. No, I'm gonna go for the infiltrators. It's a little bit of a waste of damage, I think. Is that all? I just lost 2 of the Stinging Raw Shell. Oh, that's fine. Maybe it's the negative 15% damage that really made that go so well, but whatever the case was, that was okay for me. I will take it. Okay. Once I get good morale here, it's going to be arbitrators that finish these dancers off. Once, twice, skip, and dead. Cool. Very good. Yeah, 2 loss is just fine. I will take the expert leadership. Where the sun never sets. Very good in bonuses. Bonuses that you get in areas that you don't control. We do not know daylight magic, so the bonus is not doubled. Friendly creatures initiative. I think that we're already okay on that. Let's just go where the sun never sets. And let's see, do we get rid of these liches? No, we're going to keep the liches over these 40 whites. Not even a problem. I suppose I can attack here, but again, we have no spell points. Do you really want to fight this fight with no spell points? Maybe. If I wait 1 day, then I'll have all the spell points in the world. Let's fight this easy fight. Yeah. And then in the morning, when we... Unbearable Curse. When we come back in the morning, then we'll be better off. This is an unbearable curse here. I don't even know what this is going to be. I'm going to accept this. Crown of the Dragon Tooth? What is my curse? What the heck is my curse? It's got to tell you. Like, there's got to be an easy way to tell what your curse was. Does anyone know? How do you tell... Hold on. How do you tell in Olden Era what curse you have? Because usually I just have to, like, notice it. Check in-game messages. I'm pretty sure the AI just sucks when it's asking about that. Currently, there's no way to actually see the curse effect on your hero, but they seem to be mainly stat reductions. So you can kind of see it by comparing your hero stats before and after receiving the curse. Yeah, okay. That's kind of the way I thought about it, but geez. Okay, all right, we'll be fine. Are we really using the Spellbinder's Hat a lot? Yeah, we are. We're using Dorith's Tide like all the time. Okay, well, in that case, we will wait. Heartbeat, don't want that. Murmurmancers, we'll go through these guys. Should be a pretty easy fight. These losses are actually acceptable except for this. Except for losing the 1 Abyssal Envoy. That just seems like a little bit too much for me. Lose some skips. Fungal Eriads, okay. Remember, we have no spell points. We were planning on just kind of waiting. We'll kill 30 here. Very good. We'll kill most of the vines. Okay, good. Skip and kill. As long as they don't get like some range special ability off, we're going to be just fine with this. We'll kill 10 to 18 here. I don't know how I lost a single one of these Abyssal Envoys in this fight. sometimes I think that the AI, sometimes I think it actually fights the fights really, really quickly just to kind of determine what should happen. And sometimes I think it does not do that. I'm still trying to figure out more, to figure out exactly what I should expect out of these guys. It's day 7. Hold on. Elite Concubine, gotta have that. How have I not been spending these? My word. Call of the Deep. Want to go for that for sure anyway. And then Inevitable Destruction, you might as well. At least we got the Elite Concubine, so we'll get some additional growth in our cities that way. That'll be fine. Okay. Are there any purchases we need to make? Probably. I think that my second castle here, I haven't even been purchasing stuff. Yeah, I should have gotten a level 2 Mage Guild last turn so I could get into the Elite Summoning rights. Heck, I should have been getting wall sections. I just kind of like started playing this single hero mode as if my economy back home didn't matter. It still does. I'm not sure who my opponent's going to be. But I'm guessing that they're still going to be particularly tough anyway, so let's not be silly about this. Do you want +2 attack, or do you want to reduce magic damage taken by 10%? I don't know. Worth noting, this actually might be one of those artifacts that's really worth upgrading for an additional 5%. Really might be. Right now it's negative 10% magic damage taken, and you can upgrade it. You might want to upgrade that one. You really might. This one's just +1 more attack. I don't have a plethora of... I don't have a plethora of alchemical dust at the moment. Okay. All right. Moving on. Well, Truth Seeker, negative 20% defense to enemy creatures. Dominion of Puppeteers. I think I have... I have another... I think I have another artifact that is... from that artifact line. Maybe not. I guess not. Okay. We'll tell you what, let's just do Shadow Flight. Spend some of those spell points we already talked about not having. Let's just hope that we can find a magic well or a castle. If we can find a castle tonight, I'll be set. Because then I'll be able to just stay in the Mage Guild overnight, solve all my problems. I will lose the show. I don't even care. I'll take the Phantasms. Sure, why not? Another Dark Hatchet. Don't really need that. If I had to guess, I would say that another castle would be closer to the center of the map as opposed to this outer side. Let's go here. Walls too. Let's get the walls and then we'll figure out where to go from there. Furfine's got to go. Thank you so much for the stream, Furfine. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you being here. And again, I'm glad you got to enjoy some high quality time with everybody's favorite FTRS2 map maker extraordinaire, Ushanki Pei. And I'm glad that you spent the time here with me as well. So it's always a pleasure seeing you. We will catch you around in the next one. Take good care. Bye-bye. Alrighty. Gold mine. There we go. This is kind of what I was wanting a while ago. We're going to just take this castle. Wow, 400 undead pets. Okay. We've got enough movement points. As long as I get this Mage Guild. We've already got a Mage Guild here. We can stay here overnight. We'll be just fine. We will fight this fight. We will win. Losses are fine. I will take the advanced offense. We'll go for the archery for the additional points there. And then, oh goodness, let's do second wind. Back to town. Back to town it is, and we'll stay here overnight. Thanks, and take care of you and your family. Thanks so much. I certainly will. Same goes to you, as always. Okay. Let's see. All is well. Here and there. Yeah, let's spend the night, and then I don't know. Demon Claw for the attack, negative defense. That's pretty good. Soul Collar, legendary ring. The hero and friendly creature summon 50% additional units. We're gonna grab that ASAP. Oh, I wasn't ready. Oh, I wasn't ready, folks. This is the end of the game right now. Right now. This is the end of the game. So here's the thing. It looks like the AI thinks we're gonna do an okay job. It'll all depend on whether or not we have spell points. If we have no spell points, I think we just lose this fight. If we have no spell points, we just lose this fight. If we got the spell points, I think we're okay. Oh my goodness, if I can win this fight, I'm gonna be thrilled. We got 25 spell points. Okay, so starting off, it looks like the enemy has cast Coup de Grace. Great, love it, thanks. Thanks for that. They've got 99 spell points left. This is gonna be, who is this? Glassdoor? Anyway, for the gold hero, 7 attack, 11 spell power, 10 defense, 99 spell points out of 170. We got 15 attack, 6 defense, so it's kind of a wash on the offensive stats. I think I got the slight edge there, but I've only got 25 spell points with my 11 spells left, or 11 spell power. So really, I've got very limited options here. I've got either one really impactful top 5 spell, coup de grace. Affects all friendly creatures if the stack size falls below 40% of the original number. How long does it last for? 2 rounds? It only lasts for 2 rounds. And that's what he cast on me, so it only lasts for 2 rounds. We will wait to see. That might be the best spell. That might be the best spell. As a one-hit wonder, that might be the best spell. North's Tide, good, not exceptional in this case. Good, but not exceptional. Why is my Nightshade magic doing so well? I'm so confused. And like here, why is my Rewind Life doing worse? He must have like the rewind. He must have the secondary skill that makes that worse for you. Yeah, if this coup de grace is actually going to affect the entire army and it's going to mean that their stack sizes can't fall below 40%, I think that we're going to go for that. I do think we're going to go for that. Weird that I got Phantasms and Liches in my army. Golly. Okay, we're about to take a bunch of damage from these Medusa Queen with the Sharpshooter ability. I can't stop it. Well, maybe. Maybe I can. I could early start my power stack, but then you spend... Then you only have 20 spell points left. So if you want Coup de Grace, which I think is an exceptional spell, you can do that, but then you're only going to have 20 spell points left. Like, that would be 1 Rewind Life. That would be Radiant Armor once. Pending Fate? No. There's no... I mean, Summon Primal Remnant. Summons a stack of 24 Primal Remnants. That's not... They're not that good. They are not that good. But they are a summon. I mean, no, they're not that good. Really, they're not. Later on, I can't wait to eat my words when somebody comes back and they help me realize how good that actually is. You can cast a 5. Let's see. Initiative increases by 4. 5 initiative up to 9. It'll tie them, but it won't actually surpass them. But this is the power stack. Alternatively, I suppose I could do a natural calm, but that's 8 spell points. That's not good enough. Because then that really limits your upper tier spell casting. I just don't know if I should cast Coup de Grace right now. I think you want to wait until these stack sizes get a little bit lower. I feel like you got to keep this arbitrator stack alive. And they're going to take so much time from the Medusa. Fix Foxwife says do it. If early start was max rank for me, which it should be, but it's not because they've got the subclass that reduces it by 1. If it was max rank, they would go to 10 initiative and they would move all the way up before the Medusa Queens. It's not going to work. I could do an Ice Bolt that would bring down initiative by 4. That would take these guys from 9 down to 5, but then that just kind of puts me on the same level. Jasper Dancers are at 7. If I Radiant, how much do you believe that they're your power stack? Maybe that's the question. How much do you believe that they're your power stack? Because you could Radiant Armor yourself. Like you could do that. I just don't know for sure that this stack is going to be the stack that they focus on. I think that they will, though. I think that they'd be dumb to not use the Jasper Dancers and the Medusa Queens on the Arbitrator stack. How long is that going to last for, by the way? We're talking all friendly creatures take negative 35% damage. Oh, all friendly creatures. And it lasts for 3 rounds. All friendly creatures, and it lasts for 3 rounds. Radiant Armor is probably the spell here, actually. Even Heavenly Blades is probably not as good. Radiant Armor, because then that'll also kind of counteract the coup de grace. It'll help me prevent getting too close to that 40% mark. I'm going to do Radiant Armor, and then we're actually going to have the beginning of next round. We're going to have the ability to do early start, or energize, or energy explosion, I suppose. But really, it's probably going to be early start. Yeah, so we're going to go for the defensive option as opposed to the offensive option. I don't know if this is the best choice, but it's going to last for 3 rounds. It's going to last for 3 rounds. And we have to make some tough decisions here because we have no spell points to play with. I know I would do things... I know I would do things much differently if I had more spell points. We just lost everybody. So Radiant Armor was cast. Yeah, Medusa Queens just AoE'd me to death. How many Roshoth was it? It was 42 cultists, 56 stinging Roshoth, and then it was a couple of those phantasms. We just got completely demolished. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's kill 18 to 23 of the dancers. Arbitrators, like, I hate to say it, but you have to kill this Medusa. You have to. We got good morale, thank freaking goodness. You can kill that full stack, or you can kill these Jasper Dancers that have not gotten to go yet. We're gonna kill the Jasper Dancers. Like, you gotta work on those Medusa, sure. But you've also got to do some other stuff here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we do still have Rewind Life. This will be 600 HP worth if we can get up to another... Yeah, if we can keep the Sanguine Liches alive, and if we can get another focus charge, we can use them fairly quickly. 3 to 4. Go a couple there. Good. I think that the Abyssal Envoys are going to have to go deal damage. You can't wait. You're going to kill 9 to 18. Is there parry? Or the counterattack? No, it's the Minotaur Vanguards, though. They do have... Oh, no, maybe it's the Minotaur Lords. Anyway, 9 to 18. We kill half the stack. We do not lose one of our Abyssal Envoys yet. Looks like they're going to be so fast. Oh, goodness, what was that? Heavenly Blades. They're doing pure damage. No! They are doing pure damage. Okay. 9 initiative, huh? Well, we talked about having one more spell. Do you want Energize? No. Actually, hold on. Who would this affect? So that is 5 initiative. This is 5 initiative. So unfortunately, unfortunately, it wouldn't really help there. Aw, Fix Fox Wife. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for redeeming the watch streak points. You're so great. Good stuff. Okay. I mean, at this point, Energize might matter at some point. At this point, Energize might actually matter at some point. Higher initiative here is cool, but it's not gonna push me above the Medusa Queen, and that's the problem. If it did, I would do that. I would have done that first thing, but now that it won't, I don't know. I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Well, heroic strikes are so useless. They're so useless. I'm gonna pick up the initiative or the focus charges by the time that it is the Sanguine Lich's turns anyway. Like, that will work out. It'll be fine. My Abyssal Envoys really are the best to fight these darn Infernal Hydras. They really are. Somebody's got to fight them. Then again, if I can prevent damage, let's see. I kind of need to take out the Minotaurs. If you don't take out the Minotaurs... Okay, tell you what, I'm going to do this. It's going to be early start here. That's going to push us. It does actually push us above the Medusa Queen. Why does that work that way? Oh, it's 10 initiative. Can I just not count? I might not be able to count. Okay, and that actually is perfect because now it frees us up here. We'll attack here with the Abyssal Envoys. We kill a lot of that stack there. That was great. Even with the Heavenly Blades, that was still okay. And then I get to figure out Medusa Queens, get out of my game. That's good. That's very, very good. Can't lose a full stack here. We might. No? Okay. Going for the Bewitchers. Okay. Okay, apparently Bewitchers are a good unit because they've got, let's see, prevents all enemies from gaining focus points from any source until the end of the next round. Deal 25 pure damage per focus charge to the target. But it doesn't cost. Oh, it does cost one. That's fine though. Just cast that on somebody. Here? It only does 75. It's not that good. We can do full damage this way. Might as well. I mean, somebody's got to deal with these guys. Somebody's got to deal with these Hydras. Somebody has to. Rewind life. 600 points of damage. Get these Abyssal Envoys back. 4 to 6. Hopefully that means that they don't die anytime soon. Down to 23 of the Arbitrators. You are down to 12 spell points. This guy is really trying to win this fight. But guess what? So am I. I can't reposition myself, but I can command fear these guys all the way back to there. And I feel like I've actually got to kill somebody. These guys are kind of useless. 3 to 4, 10 to 7, 9. You can kill the full stack there if you want. I think we got this. I think we have this. How good are Troglodytes? 11 attack, Toxic Spear, but 11 attack. They do have the Heavenly Blades going though. Marine's Touch. Gotta take out these Infernal Hydras with 42 attack though, because we still have 30 defense even on these Arbitrators. I'm gonna work on these Hydras. It might be the last time. Oh my gosh, the morale is insane. Might be the last time I get the chance to do major damage to them. We'll kill another 2 here. We do. We kill most of them. Good. Oh, the morale is so clutch. The morale is so clutch. Oh my goodness. This, I don't deserve this morale, but boy will I take it. Rewind life is on cooldown. Can't do that for a little bit, but let's still try and help. Let's still try and help make sure that bad things don't happen here. Okay. Troglodytes get into the fight. We slice and dice. We kill most of them there. Yeah, I think we got this. I think we got this fight. The problem is we still got coup de grace on. We just can't lose more than we currently have. Okay, that's a problem. So now the Arbitrators are completely surrounded. That is definitely a problem. Definitely a problem. We can do 57 to 73 damage there, or we can do 75 pure damage there. I don't know. I guess that's technically better. All right. Okay, whatever. And then what about this? Oh no, I'm completely out of spell points. I was going to do like an energy bomb. Just a second. This is going to last for a little bit while longer. I don't think I need to really save. I think you just want to do damage where you can. There's another Hydra gone. They are going to be able to reach this full stack if they want to. Attack here, then let's kill 1 to 2. Ah, their spells are so crazy. Okay. Let's kill most of these creatures here. The problem I'm running into right now is that we're dropping so dangerously low. We've got Gaping Wounds on, 1,000 Cuts, Feeble. Okay, so we actually don't have Coup de Grace on anymore. That's actually perfect. That's actually very important to note. So Coup de Grace, if it was still active, we would be in a really bad position. As it stands, I think we're actually fine. I think we're fine. We can kill 3 to 5, we can kill 2, we can kill that whole stack. There's a bunch of these guys here. Don't want to take this damage yet. Can we kill 1 full stack here? Okay. Okay. Hydras keep healing back to full because they've got Heavenly Blades on. They're a really good stack for that Heavenly Blades. There's a retaliation. We just lost 2 more Blooded Arbitrators. I might be able to now command reposition. Never mind. It's almost as if they knew that they were going to get that good morale. That was crazy. I think you got to use every Heroic Strike chance you got. I think you got to kind of run your creatures away here a little bit. Every single Heroic Strike is going to matter here at this point. Let's take out the Hydra, finally. We will kill 2 of these Minotaur Lords. Oh, 81. 81 Blade Infiltrators just killed the whole stack of Abyssals. That's not good. Zero retaliation. Great. So arbitrators are going to get to go. We can rewind life 60 HP. Is that going to bring me back one full Abyssal Envoy? I don't know how that works. Will it? We'll try it. 2? I don't know how this works, but I'm grateful for it. They're not going to get to go before the infiltrators get to go, but we're going to kill 9 to 12. We kill a couple. If they get good luck, they're just going to kill full stacks. If they don't get good luck, I think that we're fine. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. We're going to kill 8 to 17. We will take the damage if we take the retaliation. It's bad. Okay, so be it. It's fine. Down to 40. Down to 38. With a heroic strike, down to 31, down to 26, down to 22, down to 15, get the good morale, down to 7, down to 2, and down to 0. Hot dang. Folks, now here's the thing. Here's the thing. When it comes right down to it, okay? The human is infinitely better than the AI is, right? Like this was a nice victory because we had no mana and we had not resupplied in quite some time. This does not say how good the player is. This says more about the AI than it says about me. It's really nice to win some of these fights that we really don't have much business winning and still finding a way through. Like as a person, that feels great. I will accept it. We will call that victory here in the single player mode. And I will take my victory and I will say, and also yes, because that was like less than 2 hours to get through that single hero playthrough. That feels okay to me. GG, we'll take the victory and we'll call it a day. Folks, this was a really eventful day. We played F Heroes 2. We enjoyed ourselves some nice we enjoyed ourselves some nice arena mode, and we also got in one full game of single hero mode. So this was a full day of Heroes of Might and Magic. If you're interested in seeing more of this, let me know. I enjoy streaming here on Twitch because I get to talk to people, but I also enjoy just doing the single playthroughs on my own whenever I get the chance. So this was fun. I enjoyed this, and hopefully you did too. So we're gonna call that the end of the stream then, and I'm very grateful for it. But please do me a huge favor, folks. This is always important to me. Look after you, look after your friends, look after your family, take very good care of yourself, because if you don't, who will? My name is Fix Fox. I'll see you around in the next one. We'll catch everybody later. So, bye-bye.